Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Friday the 26th of the 2nd, 2021. The time is just gone 0500 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, European session firing up, our lunchtime North American session. Right, yesterday, Thursday the 25th, we had a negative unopposed driver in the pound at -307, so no backdoor flows, and they're going fairly evenly out of the dollar at plus 156, the euro at plus 150, and the yen was the steady rock at plus 1. Activity plus or minus 307. Over the week then, intra-week, so it's the last day, most relevant, from Monday the 22nd of the 2nd to about 15 minutes ago. We've got a negative driver in the yen, it's opposed, minus 258, front and back door flows, mainly going into the euro at plus 223, next into the dollar at plus 62, and the pound was the negative rock at minus 27. Activity plus or minus 285. Intraday then, so this is what's happened so far in the Asian session. We've got a negative driver, opposed driver in the pound, minus 102. Front and back door flows, mainly going into the yen at plus 99, next into the dollar at plus 36, and the euro is the rock at minus 33. Activity of plus or minus 133. So what's going to knock this about? Well, today we've got Swiss GDP, excuse me, quite light day generally. Sunday we've got China PMI, Monday we've got German CPI and US PMIs, and Tuesday, interestingly, we've got the Australian rates decision, so that's Tuesday the 2nd. Right, so let's see what's been happening in the flows in the wider market then. We've had a lot of disruption to equities. So let's have a look. So we've got the euro. Excuse me again. The euro is mixed. The yen is fully strong. The pound is weak, except against the AUD, which is weaker. The Swiss is strong, except against the CAD, dollar and the yen, which are obviously stronger. The CAD is strong, except against the yen and the dollar. The AUD is weak across the board, and the NZD is weak except against the AUD and the pound, which are obviously weaker, and the dollar is strong except against the yen. Right, so you can see that we've got pretty normal risk off. We've got yen strength, AUD weakness across the board. We've basically gone long the dollar, the USD. We think this is the early phases of risk off, which will mutate into phase 2, full risk off, where you start to see yen and dollar strength, with the dollar overcoming the yen ultimately. So what's been happening to the dollar index then? So the dollar index, right, well the dollar index has been sort of basically like this, and it's come up a little bit, but it's off the double bottom, but there was a lower low than that. So anyway, that's what's been happening with the dollar index. Gold. Gold has been coming off and is now pretty much at the lows. Gold is not liking dollar strength, and despite and nobody's running to it as a safe haven either. So that's interesting. Oil. Oil is still pumping high near the highs. Right. Wall Street then. Wall Street has come off significantly, but the tech and S&P have come off more. So the tech and S&P are looking like that, and Wall Street's less aggressive. What else have we got? The US 10-year, which has been very weak in price terms, has now bounced a little bit. So that means yields have been coming up as the US has been dropping in price. It's now bounced a little bit. Copper was severely pumped. It's come back a bit and is now deciding what to do. Quite vulnerable, copper. Right, so that's that. If you look at one of our videos on analysts risk on, risk off, you'll see what we're talking about in terms of the phases of risk on and off. You know, one of the things to look at is the relationship between the dollar and the Swiss franc, and the dollar and the yen. When you get full risk off, the dollar will be more positive than the yen is. So that's if we look at today, we haven't got that situation yet, but we believe the dollar's going to strengthen up. So and the Swiss franc tends to get overwhelmed by yen strength as well. So they're the two things to look out for. The Swiss franc against the yen. So, and I put the dollar there, but that was an error. The Swiss franc against the yen, and the dollar against the yen. So when you get full risk off, you get the dollar being greater than the yen, and the yen being greater than the Swiss franc. So, and we anticipate that's likely to happen today. So hope that was useful. Weekend coming up, we've got weekend review for the data cycle and the week flows. So thank you very much. See you then. Bye.